Yeah, I was just listening to this
at the school. The
video.
Parkland community was already mourning the loss of Sydney Aiello. She lived through the school shooting but suffered from survivor.
I was listening to this video this weekend about the suicide related to the Parkland massacre, and it's unbelievable as I continue to see this, and I know we all believe this. No matter what we do as a country, we have to figure a way to put mental health first and foremost, because all this stuff around us, all these things, all the data coming at us, all the judgment, everything coming at us is screwing us up. And I don't know how we can address this at the biggest level. And I don't mean to sound business, but I don't know how we help people unless we truly understand that we need to reach out to every child in America. First of all, we need to start with kids that are the most impressionable. And gosh, I would love to hear a president come out and say, we need one counselor dedicated to a student for their entire lives, starting when they're of very early age. And I know this sounds like a pie in the sky idea, but people need other people. It sounds like a bad song, but it is so true. At every point in life, there's all these little twists and turns, right? And if you don't have a lot of friends, if you don't have a lot of support, and you're constantly judging yourself, but you're being shaped, right? It's not like one point in time, right? You don't know it. If you're young, it's just going to take time until you get there. And you don't want to hear that, but it's true. But you take a bad path, and then if it just happens to be in a time you're down and depressed, which is okay, right? It goes up and down. That's the time you may do something stupid, right? Just like adults, we do things stupid at times that are traumatic times, right? And they're the worst times. But for kids especially, and all this stuff that's happened in the schools, we need to find a way to fund this. And I'm not talking some superficial, call an 800 number. And I know those things, some of them are good, some people do it, but I'm willing to bet that most people don't. But finding and picking a counselor, or let's not even call them a counselor, let's call them a support friend or something. But it's somebody, obviously they've got to be trusted, and they've got to have the right things to say, and they have to have the right training. But somebody who almost has some consistency in the life of students. There's some students involved in their churches or synagogues or parishes or mosques or whatever, and they may have somebody, and that's great. That's great. But I think to know consistently that there is, for every child, and I personally think it should be for adults too, that there is somebody, and that is going to prevent the bad stuff from happening. And I appreciate you letting me know if you agree with this, text on this, but I don't mean to go round and round, and this isn't a 30-second blurb. It's already been 3 minutes and 40 seconds. But anyway, these are the things the next president, starting down, or all of our leaders need to think of. Do we have the right mental aptitude right now in this country? I don't think we do. I think we see lack of any kind of faith at all going out of the planet. I mean, it's huge. We don't really believe in anything. We don't really trust people. We stay isolated and I know I'm older than millennials and Generation Zs, but we stay isolated from people. And we go into the gym, we put our headphones on, we go home, we put our headphones on, we stay on the phone all day. We don't have the interaction. So we kind of deal with a lot of this stuff kind of happens inside our own heads. Anyway, thanks for hearing me vent, but really sad. And I do not think it's going to stop until we truly start addressing and really, really, really understanding why people do the things they do, and how this trauma can can come right back to each individual and go, how are you dealing with this? Where's your support? You know, how does this tie into the family? And kind of see the cause and effect. And I'd love for a researcher or a data scientist, I'm a data guy myself, but to do the research as well. What is the impact of, whether it's these school shootings, whether it's suicides at all ages, and how does this tie into mental stability, the fact that maybe you didn't have a friend, or maybe there wasn't someone to talk to? I think that's really important. Anyway, I hope you have a great day.